everyone. What I wanted to talk about today is why self-help books actually don't help. So a little bit of a controversial issue that I'm bringing to you all today. But oftentimes when clients come to me and I ask them, okay, so you're struggling with feeling connected with yourself. You're struggling with feeling stuck and you want to get unstuck. What have you done? And a lot of people say, well, I've read all these books, I've done all these self-care strategies and things like that, but why are they still coming to me for help? And this is why I'll tell you that. Is because self-help books, it's just the tip of the iceberg. It is kind of leading to that solution without doing the work prior, right? So my analogy is, these self-help and self-care books are kind of like the end destination where you want to go. And there's a certain route that you have to get there, right? And there's so many different routes, so many different strategies to take. But if there's a snowstorm, right? If you're sitting in your car, you want to take this route, you put in the GPS, whatever, right? And try to get to this destination. If there's a snowstorm, no matter what kind of route you take, you're not going to get there because there's too much snow in the way, right? So what's helpful, instead of just jumping to, okay, how do we get into our car? How do we take this self-help book? Like, how do we actually apply it and things like that? You have to clear the snow out of the way. You have to clear the storm. And a lot of that is less about reading all the self-help, self-care books and actually starting to connect with your heart and realize, why do you not feel connected with yourself? Why do you feel so stuck? And doing some of that inner healing work in order to put some of those self-care and self-help strategies in place, because they are definitely good. I am not knocking them. Self-care and self-help books, all that kind of stuff is super helpful, but it's not going to make any sense, or it's not going to stick unless you've done the healing and the work to kind of clear those paths so that you can take that fastest route to get to that place of connection and to that place of joy and happiness. And then another thing to keep in mind as well is that, like I said, there's so many different routes. So if you think of self-help and self-care, these routes that you're trying to get to, right? Not every route is going to work for you. There are some that you'll be like, yeah, I'm intrinsically aligned. This excites me. And there are some where you're like, this is not what I want to do. And there are different things for different people. And that's totally fine. It's not a one size fits all approach, which I think is great. But the key is to figuring out which ones intrinsically motivate you, and then actually having a community of people and even an expert guide to get you there, right? So what I would recommend is to join some sort of coaching program or to join some sort of community who can also help you put these strategies into place. And I actually have that solution just for you. It is called the Meant for More program. So where I really help people not only understand what certain things are keeping them stuck, but why it's keeping them stuck, and then what they need to do to not only clear those paths, but to actually take action and start putting those paths forward for self-care and self-help. And it comes not only with, chatting with me between weekly group calls and things like that, but then also you have a community of people who you can connect with, both through an exclusive online community, as well as during our live phone calls and whatnot, our live group calls. So if this is something that you would be interested in, feel free to DM me or to book an appointment today at www.summersolsticecoach.com, and I could talk you through what that could look like. There is open enrollment, but we do only have a few spots left. So again, if it's something that you're ready to take on and you're sick of just reading all the self-care and self-help books and not really knowing what to do with them or how to apply them, come talk to me. I'd love to see how I can help you. Maybe we can enroll you into our Meant for More program and go from there. Alrighty, that's it for now, and I'll talk to you soon.